Hey everybody, it's Andy from the Fatnicians, and today we're going to be talking about pre- and post-workout supplements. Before we get to that, I do want to apologize for the poor quality of the videos. For the time being, I'm going to be making them from a laptop webcam, so that's why you're going to notice that sometimes there is a delay between my voice and what my mouth is actually doing. Just bear along with me for the time being. So back to the topic at hand: pre- and post-workout supplements. Now, any of you guys that know me from the blog know that when it comes to pre-workout supplements, I prefer to make my own these days. The reason that I'm doing that is because I started out buying the pre-made supplements, and I really enjoyed them for a long time, but then I fell into a small group of people that actually gets nauseous from using those supplements. Basically, when I would get done with my workout, I had really bad problems with an upset stomach, and I couldn't overcome it until I stopped using those supplements. I can't exactly say why that happened to me, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I do know that it caused me to start researching into making my own. And part of the reason that I also started to make my own was because I didn't exactly like everything coming in those pre-made supplements. You're going to find things in there that may not always suit you. For me personally, most of them that I used already had creatine mixed into them. And I don't like something that's already got creatine in there because I'm one of these people that I like to be able to cycle on and off of that. So being able to add my own in there and take it out when I need to is a big help for me. The other part is that they put a lot of ingredients in there that for the average person like me and you, we're not going to know what those ingredients are because we don't understand those long scientific names. And yes, we could go on Google and we could research every one of those things, but are we really going to understand it afterwards? Probably not. With that being said, we'll move into what I do for my pre-workout stuff. So I always start out with this stuff. It's RapidDrive Arginine 5000 from GNC, and it's unflavored. It does have a little bit of a weird taste to it, even though it's supposed to be unflavored. That's just something that I'm willing to deal with. Usually what I do is I just mix it up with a Gatorade powder. There's these packets of things I've been using called True Lemon, which basically you just mix it up with a little bit of water, shake it up, and you're good to go. You can also mix it in, like if you already got like a Powerade or a Gatorade drink that's already made. You can use those, and I really don't see a problem with that. And I am doing those about 30 to 40 minutes before I do my strength training or my cardio routine. I'm also adding in a GNC, I believe it's called a STAT or STAT. I can't remember what the name of the package is, but I am going to post a link in the description under the video of what that really is. You guys can check that out afterwards. And basically, it's just a caffeine mixture. It's a natural mixture, so it's got some. It's caffeine derived from natural herbs, which I don't know if it's really going to be any healthier, but it does have a lot less caffeine than what I'm finding in other energy supplements, and it's not just a straight up truck stop caffeine pill, which I think would still be a little bit healthier. Caffeine is important to have, so I don't recommend going without it, especially for your workout routine. And I know I didn't mention it before, but with the L-arginine, basically the point of that stuff is that it's a natural nitrous oxide booster. It helps your body make the nitrous oxide, which is going to dilate the blood vessels and help to transport caffeine and water and all sorts of other supplements to your muscles. What it's going to do after that, if you've got other stuff going on in there, like if you want to add in that creatine monohydrate, which by the way is extremely cheap. Creatine monohydrate sells for anywhere from $9 to $15, and it'll last you quite some time. You can mix it up in your drinks, use it for a month, go off of it for a month, however you prefer to do the cycling on that. I definitely recommend researching to find out what best works for you. In those things, I'm also going to be, I mix them up with this thing right here. It's called a blender bottle, and I'm not trying to do any product pushing for GNC or for blender bottles, but I will say that blender bottles have been the best shaker cups that I've ever found. One of the few products I've ever used that doesn't leave powder or clumps or any kind of grit in your drinks whenever you go to actually use them. They blend up really well, and I think it's that wire whisk ball that does it. And yes, I do use a lot of GNC products. That's just because GNC has been the best for me. But if you guys prefer to go to like Vitamin Shop or even to your local department store, there's no problem with that. Just make sure you're checking out the ingredients the products that you're getting, and that you're getting the best stuff for you. But anyway, mix that up about 30 to 40 minutes before your workout. Caffeine, creatine, Arginine. That's about the basic mixture right there. There are some other things. I know some people like to add a little bit of protein to their mixture. I don't do that anymore, but I have done it in the past, and it seems to work pretty well. Now, when it comes to post-workout, this is actually what I feel is the most important thing, because the recovery for your muscles is vital to actually getting in, to making good gains and making noticeable improvements in the tone and sculpting and just generally with the muscles in your body. So what I like to do as soon as I get done with my workout, usually no more than 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, I'm usually doing this within 30 minutes of my workout. I'm using this stuff right here. This is Amplified Wheybolic Extreme 60 from GNC. It is a little bit on the expensive side for a protein powder, but when you use it, you'll see where your money's going, and there's no issue about that. Mix it with a few ounces of milk or water, and it tastes great. And milk or water doesn't really matter. It's whatever you prefer to do. Another thing that I've been trying here lately is I've been mixing that with a couple scoops of peanut butter and some ice, a little bit of milk, and throwing that into a blender, an actual blender, and drinking it like a milkshake, and it is fantastic. And it actually kind of works as a meal a little bit in itself as well. So those are just some things to look on, and once again, I apologize for the poor quality of the video. Anything that you've seen on the video today, you can once again go to the bottom here, right down there. Should already be there. Just kind of look, and find all the descriptions for all the stuff that I've talked about today. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys here in the future. I hope to be checking out some more videos and some more great stuff to throw your way. Once again, this is Andy from the Fatnicians. See you guys later.